Welcome to this look at new mods and updates on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday the 13th of August. We've got some new mods, we've got some updates too. The map Palenye by MA7 Studio has had an update, but it doesn't say if it needs a new save game or not. The map Neufener Valley Console by MrSealyp has had an update that says a new save game is required. The map Ebony Island by Cavalier Roy has had an update, and that says a new save game is not required. I think the specific wording on that was, I'm sure it says save game compatible or something along those lines. Yes, save game compatible. We've also got the Lizard Rumbler Van by DD ModPassion, the Ponds Harvester Pack by HR Forst und Fahrzeugebau, the Lizard Forestry ADH 18 by HR Forst und Fahrzeugebau, Silage Factory by Black Panther Streaming, and the Basic Garage by ICAS. The Silage Factory by Black Panther Streaming has had two updates. I don't remember if I don't remember. The name doesn't ring a bell. Black Panther Streaming, or Panther it says, but I think it means Panther. I don't know if that's new to console, but the fact it's had two updates, I would be surprised if it is. Anyway, could be wrong, but that has had an update. And yeah, that's it for the updates. I think we'll start with, I'm going to show you the Lizard Rumbler Van actually in a minute, because part of the update of that is something that, you know, you get the updates, you look through and you think, oh, that kind of intrigues me, so I'll have a look at that. But in front of us, we'll start with this first. This is the Small Workshop by Deathspledge. 0.3 megabytes download, 5 slots on console, 5,000 to buy. Under build mode, under tools is where you'll find it. This one just here, slot count comes down to 1. There's no colour options or anything on it at all. Garage door doesn't open, it's just a small workshop with a workshop trigger. That's the point. There's your trigger around the side. Nice and straightforward, the Small Workshop by Deathspledge. Next to that, we've got an old Australian barn. This by 2-bit modding. 27.59 megabytes download. 10 slots, 20,000 to buy. It's 150 capacity for bale and pallet storage. As you can see, we've got these icons out the front here. Putting in is done in this area. Taking out over here. Open our storage, and what I've got in there, great thing about this is if you've got all these icons turned off, you don't have to have these on. You can just go into the building. Some of them don't allow you to go in, but you can just use it as a regular vehicle storage if you want to. Just put vehicles and stuff in here. You don't have to do bale and pallet storage, but even if you have got bale and pallet storage, you can still drive vehicles in and out, which is fine. Depends how much you've got in there. I've got a selection of a standard in-game pallet, a standard in-game bale, and a standard big bag. I've then got a modded production clothing pallet and then a liftable bales pack bale, and it took everything, so I don't see any reason why it shouldn't take most bales and pallets in game. Under build mode, under silos, out in the end, 20,000 slot count comes into 1. Again with this one, no colour options available, you get it just as it is, but it's got some really nice detail on it, like with the rust, even like the lifted bit of corrugated metal on the roof. It's cool. That's the old Australian barn by 2-bit modding. Next, right, now this one we've got potentially an issue with. This is the workshop with shed. Or shed with workshop, but it says workshop with shed. This by Neyluu is 17.98 megabytes download, 9 slots, 39,800 under build mode, and tools again is where you'll find it out on the end there. Slot count comes down to 1. There's no colour option because I saw the bright green roof and thought, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. This goes around in increments, but as you can see, it will rotate around whichever direction you want. Now this has a pit underneath it. When I first placed it, it did something very weird with the ground. I thought, well, that's not good. So I moved it over here and placed one. And I'll show you what I mean. So we got the sort of carport over to the side. Got a small door here. Again, I like the detail on it, the rust on the doors and stuff like that. We come just inside. We've got a light switch for our lights on and off. But on the ground I've placed it here, and again what I would suggest is save your game before placing and then place it, and if it doesn't do what you want it to do, you can always come back out again and it should be okay. But I really do like the detailing on here. If we come over here and it says open inspection pit, dig your own pit, but then you've got a trigger here for your workshop. But if you place it, I suppose correctly, on an area that it wants you to place it, it did this, which again so I get the inspection pit, but I got this gaping hole out the front. That's why I said just be warned, just be careful. When I come to the inspection pit now, it's great. I've got my steps, I can go down to the inspection pit. But for some reason, it's done that out the front. Yeah, I've just, like I say, just be warned. That's the workshop with shed by Neyluu. Next to that, we've got this. This is the Cowshed with garage. This is 17.17 megabytes download. It's by MafiaSolec and RajotGPLAY. 33 slots, 85,000 to buy. This will hold 20 animals under build mode, animals and cows. So it's just that one there. Slot count comes down to 2. Again, no colour options. You get it just like that. Full rotation is available. We have got storage to the side with the light switch just there. This one's nice. I like this one. This is one of those ones that's got like a curtain that slides open and closed. Very handy with a door that goes between the two. Feed and bedding. The trigger is just here, and we've got another light switch just over here as well. 4 lights for the animals. Dialogue box and door opening if you want to go for the full immersion of pulling your trailer up and that kind of thing. Dialogue box is here. Slurry point is there. Milk trigger is just here, and then we've got some more building space to the side. Drive through here with a side door as well, and lighting is over here. Again, really nice detailing. The blockwork looks like blockwork. Looks like a concrete lintel across the top of the doors. It's not a bad size. Plenty of garage space as well as your animals as well. That's the Cowshed with garage by MafiaSolec and RajotGPLAY. So next I was just going to show you this. I said I'd show it at the start. This was part of the update to the Lizard Rumbler van. I think there's a US police van and a UK police van, and I was just curious to see what it would look like. You can have flashing lights, you can have rotating lights, although I can't find, I had an option, I went for an option with klaxon. I can't find what option it is. Every time I open the doors, it automatically, which is pretty cool, so you can use it as a full-on, you know, right vehicle or whatever you want to do. But yeah, can't find the option. We got horn, beacons. I wonder if it's going to be. No, I thought it might be one of the. Let's try that. No, I don't know. Strange. Oh no, don't want that one. Yeah, I can't work out the klaxon. There's going to be a klaxon on it, but I just wanted to show it because, like I say, I was just curious what it looked like, and I thought, I'm sure people will say, oh, did you know there is? So there you go, that's that. Next, we have got the warehouse scale. I've put it over here. This is something else we're going to look at in a moment. The warehouse scale. This is, I like the description for this. It's very clever. So it's by Neyluu. It's 1.83 megabytes download, 3 slots, 899 to buy. It is movable, so if you do that, you can pick it up, you can move it around, but be warned that wherever you've initially placed it, that's where it will come back to. So whilst you can move it within whatever you're doing that day or whatever, wherever you're playing, you can move it around, put it down wherever you want. When you save the game and come back out, it will go back to where it was originally. A little bit like the toolbox by Schultz modding and things like that. So that's just something to be aware of. You'll find it under build mode, under tools, just there. Slot count will come down to 1 from 3. There's no colour options or anything like that. And in the description it does say, which made me smile, you will never be scammed by your neighbour again. I'm assuming Neyluu has been wronged in some way, but it's interesting they should say that, because this says mass 89 kilos. So I thought, well, I'll just grab something I can put on the scales. When you put on the scales, let's put that down. It's 88.9. I have been scammed. If you do that with every bag, you know, have many bags, you then gain an extra bag by ripping off other people. That's outrageous. No wonder the Rozzers are here. Scammers are in operation in this area. So you can put anything you like on it and it will come up with the weight on it. Straightforward. The warehouse scale by Neyluu. Next we got this. So this is the grain dryer production by Superfly 1842. 7 slots, 145,000 to buy. But as you can see, if I jump into our aerial mode, putting in is done at the top here. So you are going to need to use augers for putting in, and taking out is done at the bottom, just here. Again, you're going to need an auger. Management of the production is done here. So you can do corn, wheat and barley, and it will dry it down, and then you get those products out. So 150,000 litres of each is what it will hold. It seems to run fairly quickly. Now, as far as, don't suddenly think you're going to be making mega millions. Depends how much you put through it. But you will get a bonus. It does, you know, it increases profits. You lose a little bit, as you can see there. The recipe for corn is 150 to 135. I think all three of them are, yeah. So you lose a little bit because obviously it's shrinking it down, it's drying it down. But you do earn a little bit more. But like I say, don't be expecting massive profits. It depends what map you're on. So if we look at our prices here, we go to wheat at the top. We're looking at 499, around 500. 500 just over. The train yard is always a little bit more on Western Wild, so it's up to you if you want to take that into account. And again, it will depend on your map. And then barley, again, we're looking at mid 400s towards high. Train yard again is a bit more. And then our corn, we're up in the 800s, low 800s. So if we go down to the bottom, we've then got our dry corn there, 1100s, which isn't too bad. Your dry wheat, 700s, high 600s, and the dry barley, low 600s to mid 600s. So there is an improvement, there is a bonus. You will get a little bit more money. It's not like you're going to dry it down and make double or anything like that, but you can make a profit. I do like the fact that when you start running, your fans go. As you can see, the fans are running there. This does also come with, so this you'll find under productions and factories. I should have said that as well, really, shouldn't I? There you go, 145 grand. Slot count comes down to 1 from 7. And then also part of this pack, just here, we have got the grain dryer production sell point, which I have placed. So as you can see, the prices are pretty much equitable. It's not like, as well, sometimes if you put in the specific sell point that comes with a mod, the prices are elevated at that place. They all seem to be pretty much equal across the board. Slot count on that was 2, 500 to buy, and slot count comes down to 1, and that's the sell point, which is just here. So what you should be able to do, he says, ha ha ha, let's find out. I don't want to take out the, there we go, I want the dry stuff. It's interesting though, you can take it out. So you could in essence use it as a silo as well if you wanted to, because if it's allowing you to take out the stuff you put in originally, you can take out the stuff before it's dried down. That's quite cool. Ah, why am I not getting, that's the trailer, not the mod. It keeps doing that. It is in there. There we go. Very nice. The grain dryer production by Superfly 1842. Next, we've got this, and I'm not sure about this one. I'm going to be honest. This is by Ropa. This is by Ropa XL. This is the Ropa XL. 12.5 megabytes download. 11 slots for the actual header. 5 slots for the trailer. It's a 3.8 meter header. This is what it's peculiar. This is by FunCamelDaisy. It's, for all intents and purposes, it's identical to the base game version. When you say mods and things that have been modded, sometimes you do get a variety of colour options and things like that, and that can be the mod. And really, that is it. There's only, and it's only one. The bits on here that are all red. That's it. And the weird thing is, the base version is 4 meters. This is 3.8. So you're actually losing width if you go for this one. It's not even like it's cheap or anything either. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being, I don't know what I'm being. I'm trying to be kind of open and honest about what I'm seeing. There's the standard, 79 grand, 11 slots, 4 meters wide. And the modded one, 70 grand. Okay, so it's a little bit cheaper, 9 grand cheaper. Maybe that'll be what you want to go for. You're losing a little bit of width, but it's a little bit cheaper to buy. There you go. 3.8 meters, both run at 4 miles an hour. It's not like it runs fast or anything like that. And like I say, design colour. Let's go for something that stands out a bit more. There we go, green or orange or whatever you want to go for. So all those bits have just changed colour, other bits have changed colour. And as far as I'm aware, oh, and that was I think as well, it comes with its own header trailer. So under header trailers, Again, the standard one there, 9 grand. This one, yeah, 9 grand. As far as I can tell, it's only a license plate option you've got on there. They're exactly the same. Let's unhook it from the trailer. Unfold the header. It's mad, and you get so used to using the Chris S, Riley S, Kyoshos harvester packs, or there's other ones as well that run faster. Even on some of the mods that just allow you to run at sort of 10 miles an hour or something like that, rather than just 4 or 5, it seems really slow going like this, doesn't it? But anyway, that's the Ropa XL. I'm just going to check in the description. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's it. The Ropa XL by FunCamelDaisy. Stop that. Lift it up. Oh, it's doing all the things it should be doing. Everything's moving. It is harvesting, which is kind of what you want from a harvester header. Next, we've got these. This is the Bressel and Lade, Bressel and Lade silo pack by JK Modding and Kyoshos Modfactory. 6.99 megabytes download. There are 3 items in this pack. We've got the W13, which is this bit here, the W17, which is this bit here, that's 2 slots and 3 meters, that's 3 slots and 3 meters, and then we've got the leveler on the front, which is the W, I can write it down, we'll have a look in a minute anyway, W21, 2 slots and 3 meters. Interesting, this attached on the back. What is odd is when I purchased it, it was sitting outside the store with the tyres on, no problem at all. As soon as I connected it to the tractor, every time I disconnect it, the tyres disappear. So I don't know if they're like silage tyres or something like that, but you can attach this all together if you want to get it all out to the field. So I'll show you what I mean. If I disconnect that, the tyres disappear, which is weird. I'm not a big fan of levelers, I never have been. And they're great for pushing up and that kind of stuff, but I don't usually run them. I will just get my silo done and then compacted, and yeah, I don't tend to use them, but they have their place and people like them. I'll just show you that in operation. It does the job it's intended for. It will push and level, and that's what the leveler's for. If you need to push up at the other side, if you've got some sticking out the back, I think I might have some that's on the floor. We get it right down to the floor. We should be able to push that in. So again, like I say, that's what it's for, and it will do that job. Which is what you're looking for. I don't know whether or not to let's lift that whole unit up at the back. I'm just curious to see how quickly this compacts. I'm going to take that off the back actually. I don't know. Let's just take that off for the moment. See, I don't, because whatever you do, you can't really turn the leveler off. It's just, it levels. Whoops. Right, let's drop that down. And sometimes you get these every now and again, and they really stand out because the actual silage roller itself, or compactor, is crazy efficient. Well, I wouldn't say it's doing any more than the other one. It doesn't say it needs filling or anything like that. I don't think it takes any liquid. It doesn't. Bottom right's not showing me the capacity. I wonder if I had that thing on it as well, or just add weight. If I put this in the front instead. Whether it's like a compound thing, you know. No more than you would expect, I guess. So, you'll find these under tools, under levelers, and the leveler is just there, the W21. Slot counts, what did I say, 2, 3 and 2, so that comes down to 1, and we can change the main colour, like so. And we come out of there and we go to silo compaction, and that's where we've got the W17 and the W13. Again, 3 metres wide. We've got the optional Fendt, John Deere, Universal, black, back to Fendt, and the license plate option there as well. I'm going to look and see what that says about that. Bressel and Lade silage pack consisting of the Bressel and Lade W17 silage roller, the Bressel and Lade W21 silage shield, and a tyre transport frame. Yeah, I don't know if it has a specific use really, other than it's just a weight really. Weight 120 kilo, 820 kilos. And then we've got the compactor, no options on that, you get it just like that. The Bressel and Lade, Bressel and Lade silo pack by JK Modding and Kyoshos Modfactory, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today, Tuesday 13th of August. We don't have any maps today. Just double checking that in case anything's popped up while I've been doing this. Nope, we've got this. This is the Massey Ferguson 7700 South American series by Gian FS, 41.37 megabytes download, 26 slots. As you can imagine, a lot of times, I say as you can imagine, a lot of times with South American mods and tractors, we have a lot of options. This has got a fair few. I'm hoping I don't get bogged down. We shall see. It's a nice looking tractor. We've got some rice tyre options. We've got some lizard options, as well as your standards. As you can see, it's quite a chunky looking tyre option on there. And we've also got sugarcane width options, flag options, as you can see on top there. Some interesting lighting options with light bars. I've got a light bar on the bonnet, light bar up there, and a light bar on the back. Where's that? It's up there on the top of the roof. So let's jump in and have a look. This you'll find under tractors, medium variety. 130,000 for the base model. Slot count comes down to 2. We have got the option of 195 horsepower, 210 horsepower, 230 horsepower, 250 horsepower, and then 310 with the chip-tuned version. We've got Lizard Wheels 1, Lizard Wheels 2, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, after BKT, Rice Wheels 1, Rice Wheels 2. So we'll go back to here, and I'll just roll through them. I won't say what they all are, but you can have a look. I suppose rice wheels are going to become a little bit more relevant when FS25 comes out, aren't they? We've got fenders, design 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave it on 4. We've got clear windows, tinted. Exhaust, design 1, design 2, 3, 4. Bumpers and water tank, 1, 2. Water tank on the side with 1 or 2. Then back off again. We've got antennas, left, right, both or off. Reverse beep, yes or no. Extra lights, so we'll go through, I'm not going to read them all out, but you can see front bonnet, then there's up on the tip of the roof, then it goes to the back, then it runs through different combinations, turn that on off, then different combinations of those, 4, 5, 6, 7, then no, I think 7 was all 3 together, which is what I went for. You've got cabin flags, again I'm not going to run through all these, but we've got Brazil, and then you can scroll through United States, Germany, France, Argentina, back off again. There are some more South American ones on there. Wheel weights, 400, 700, 1000 or off. So depending on what you've gone for, you might want to go for some wheel weights on there. Then front mounting, we run through 2 sets of weight options. So that weight design. Then we go on to weights 2, which does a slightly more rounded off version of the suitcase weights. Then we go to a front 3-point, back to standard. We've got numbers 1 through 9. Front loader attacher, quick, power, no. Lights, flashing beacons. Now it says flashing beacons and it says reverse light. And I was trying to see what changed or added, and I couldn't see anything under reverse light. It must be something. Beacon and reverse light, and then off again. Main colour, anything on this palette, so you can go ham on your Massey if you want to. Design colour, as you can see, it does the bits in between, so if you want to go for a chromed or a black finish inside there. Chassis colour, grey or black. Rim colour, there's a nice matte black actually on there, which I quite like. But yeah, pick your colour, anything you like, and a license plate option on there too. This does sound very cool as well. Let's start it up. Ooh. Beacons. Go through the lights, and then we'll get to the bonnet mounted, roof mounted, and rear roof mounted as well. Where's the I've got the reverse beep, but maybe I didn't put the option. I could have sworn I'd done for reverse lights, but nothing came on. Or did it? Hang on, what was that? Oh yeah, maybe it's just that. So it doesn't actually add any lights, but your lights up the top become brighter when you reverse. Oh, there you go. So we are on control group 1 at the moment. So we've got doors and curtain. So L1 and right stick side to side does this door with a sound effect. I'll be quiet. R1, right stick side to side, does that door. L1, R1, right stick side to side, does the visor inside, so we do that. Like so. And then swing around. L1, R1 and left stick side to side does the rear window. Nice animation, nice sound effect. Then we go to 2, which is exterior animations. L1 and right stick up and down. Raises and lowers our suspension at the front, like that. R1 and right stick up and down. Raises and lowers the bonnet, so if you want to do a bit of maintenance, you can. And we switch to mirror adjustment. We go interior. L1, right stick side to side, and then up and down, so you can move the whole arm or just the mirror. So you can get the perfect angle for your mirror, and then R1, and the same thing, side to side, up and down, so we get our movement of our mirrors on there. Press it again, we're back to doors and curtains. Let's accelerate a bit because it does sound rather nice. It's a rather nice tractor, I like that. There's a little bit of flutter on the flag, not a huge amount. Enough to give you the feeling of a little bit of flutter. And that's it. That's the Massey Ferguson 7700 South American series by Gian FS. I haven't been doing my YouTubery thing lately, and I should have been. If you're looking for any MrSealyp merch, there is a link in the description. It will come up at the end as well. Now, I've got all sorts of stuff on there. If you're looking for something, it will be in there. Another thing as well, I should be mentioning a lot more as well. You can pre-order FS25. Right up until when it releases. There are some perks for that. There's the MacDom pack, there's the New Holland Gold Edition, there's also a year 1 season pass that you can get the year 1 bundle, which will give you 3 extra DLCs, and then the 4th part of that bundle with the season passes is a new map, and that is going to be a UK based map. We know that already. That's been kind of released and leaked. Well, not leaked, but released. So if you're looking for any of those, I've got 2 links in the description. If you're on PC, there's a PC link. If you want to use the code MrSealyp for the partner program, that would be absolutely awesome. That would help me, help the channel, all that kind of stuff, all that good stuff. If you're on console, there's not a code that will work, unfortunately, but there is a link in in there that's called retail forwarding. So if you follow that link, it can take you to the various different sites, whether you want a digital download or what you want to go for a hard copy. It should take you through to options of where you can purchase those as well if you want. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.